Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Metcalf's Movie Journal. This is the show where I do quick reviews for the movies that I watch, give them a score out of 10, and then add them to my list. So let's see what movie I'm reviewing today. On June 2nd, I watched The Mitchells vs. the Machines, which came out in 2021. And it's almost unfair to compare these modern day animated films to the older stuff, because it's just gotten so darn good now. To the point that if you showed this one to someone from say 10 or more years ago, they'd probably think it was claymation or some live action of some sort, because it's also perfectly crisp and clean. Along with that fun new style, I have to credit Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for creating, since it's the first time I can remember seeing it, in that almost jump-off-the-page realistic comic book animation that makes the whole thing so much more exciting and engaging. Our family of protagonists, the Mitchells, are led primarily by their daughter, Katie, voiced by Abby Jacobson, in their fight against the machine uprising, caused by a pissed-off stand-in for Siri, Pal, voiced by Olivia Colman. Along with Eric Andre voicing the symbolic Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg type, in the character aptly named Mark, I would say all three do perfectly fine jobs in the voice work, each hitting their mark with their performances. But the real standouts for me, in terms of pure voice talent, were the parents, Rick and Linda, voiced by Danny McBride, and Maya Rudolph. It's surprising to think that this formula of a family going on a save-the-world adventure together just hasn't been used that much, but usually animated films tend to be about the parent or child separately, each learning their lesson, and then reuniting at the end. But here we get to see them go on that adventure together, and it makes it feel a lot more original and fresh, and actually adds a lot to the overall emotional impact of the whole thing. The animation, too, is still new enough to be really engaging, like I said, and it just added a lot to an already full story about a family coming together to support each other. It will be easy in the future for too many movies to start using the same style until it gets overused and old, so I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. But until then, I'm happy to see it keep getting used. The only member of the Mitchell family I haven't mentioned yet is the youngest son, Aaron, voiced by the no picture shown on IMDb, Michael Rianda. His character barely even deserves mention, since he was just there to add a small, additional note to Katie's character, in being the one family member she connects with right from the start, and never had any qualms with. I think his character, more than anything, shows how difficult it can be to juggle and properly address four fully fleshed out characters, and develop an interesting, exciting story alongside all that development. Because while both parents and Katie all had more than enough depth to make them all feel real, Aaron was clearly an afterthought. It doesn't help either that Michael Rianda has done almost zero voice work, and it clearly shows. There's a real magic some voice actors can bring to a role, and every small opportunity Aaron's character had to add something to the story ended up feeling like a wasted opportunity to me. I hate to be so rude about it, but the role really should have gone to someone else. His character and the performance behind it are probably the only real weakness in what is otherwise a wonderful new animated film that genuinely has me excited about the prospect of what other studios, other than Disney or DreamWorks, can bring to the table. I ended up giving this one a 7 out of 10, and it landed at number 383 on my list, putting it right here, in between Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Sully. And as always, thanks for watching. Hey everyone, thanks for watching another edition of Metcalf's Movie Journal. Be sure to click like and subscribe for new videos every week. And if you have a movie that you really want me to watch, be sure to drop me a comment.